Are you taking multiple prescription medications every single day? In this video, I'm going to show you how one simple mineral, magnesium, could potentially replace 4 of your prescription drugs. You absolutely have to know this. Hey everyone, we're going to cover everything you need to know about magnesium's incredible healing powers, but make sure you stick around until the end because the 4th prescription drug that magnesium can replace is the one that changed everything for my health, and I guarantee it will shock you. All right, let's not waste any time. The 4th prescription drug that magnesium can replace, and we're starting with a huge one, is prescription sleep medications like Ambien or Lunesta. Let me explain why this is so critical. Magnesium plays a direct role in activating your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the system responsible for helping you relax and fall asleep naturally. It regulates neurotransmitters that send signals throughout your nervous system and brain. And it also regulates melatonin, which guides your sleep-wake cycles. Studies have shown that magnesium supplementation can improve sleep quality, reduce the time it takes to fall asleep, and increase total sleep time, all without the dangerous side effects of prescription sleep medications like next-day drowsiness, dependency, or even sleepwalking. If you can just fix your magnesium deficiency, you'll already be sleeping better than 90% of people who rely on prescription sleep aids. And if you thought that was a game changer, you have no idea what's coming. The first prescription drug we'll cover at the end is even more important and affects millions of people every single day. Okay, moving on to the 3rd prescription drug that magnesium can replace, which is anti-anxiety medications like Xanax or Ativan. This is absolutely crucial for your mental health. Magnesium is often called nature's tranquilizer, and for good reason. It binds to GABA receptors in your brain. GABA is the neurotransmitter responsible for calming your nervous system and reducing anxiety. When you're deficient in magnesium, your GABA receptors don't function properly, leading to increased anxiety, racing thoughts, and that constant feeling of being on edge. Research has demonstrated that people with anxiety disorders often have significantly lower magnesium levels than those without anxiety. By supplementing with magnesium, you're giving your body the raw material it needs to naturally calm your nervous system. The best part? Unlike benzodiazepines, which can be highly addictive and cause terrible withdrawal symptoms, magnesium has no addiction potential and actually supports your body's natural stress response systems. Many people report feeling calmer, more centered, and less reactive to stress within just a few weeks of taking magnesium supplements.
Next up is the 2nd prescription drug that magnesium can replace, acid reflux medications like Prilosec or Nexium. This one surprises a lot of people. These proton pump inhibitors are some of the most commonly prescribed drugs in the world, but they come with serious long-term risks, including increased risk of bone fractures, kidney disease, and even dementia. Here's the thing. Magnesium plays a crucial role in proper digestive function. It helps relax the muscles in your digestive tract and reduces inflammation in your gut lining. Many people who suffer from acid reflux actually have low stomach acid, not high stomach acid. And the real problem is that their lower esophageal sphincter, the valve that keeps stomach contents from coming back up, isn't functioning properly. Magnesium helps this sphincter muscle work correctly. Additionally, magnesium helps regulate the production of stomach acid and supports the health of your gut microbiome. Studies have shown that magnesium supplementation can significantly reduce the frequency and severity of acid reflux episodes. Plus, unlike PPIs, which actually make your digestion worse over time by reducing stomach acid production, magnesium supports healthy, natural digestive function. People who switch from PPIs to magnesium often report not only relief from reflux, but also better overall digestion and nutrient absorption. Another common prescription drug that people don't realize magnesium can help with is muscle relaxants. Think about medications like Flexeril or Soma that doctors prescribe for muscle spasms, tension headaches, or fibromyalgia. These drugs work by depressing your central nervous system, and they come with side effects like extreme drowsiness, dizziness, and even potential for abuse. But here's what's fascinating. Magnesium is absolutely essential for proper muscle function. It acts as a natural muscle relaxant by blocking calcium from entering muscle cells. When calcium flows into muscle cells, they contract. When magnesium is present, it prevents excessive calcium uptake, allowing muscles to relax naturally. This is why magnesium deficiency is so strongly linked to muscle cramps, spasms, tension headaches, and conditions like fibromyalgia. Athletes have known about this for years. They use magnesium to prevent cramps and speed up muscle recovery. But it's not just for athletes. If you suffer from chronic muscle tension, especially in your neck, shoulders, or back, there's a very good chance you're deficient in magnesium. By taking magnesium supplements, particularly forms like magnesium glycinate, which is highly absorbable and gentle on the stomach, you can experience natural muscle relaxation without the sedating effects of prescription muscle relaxants. Now, I want to be really clear about something important. I'm not telling you to immediately stop taking your prescription medications and replace them with magnesium. That would be dangerous and irresponsible. What I'm saying is that magnesium deficiency is incredibly common. Some estimates suggest that up to 75% of people aren't getting enough magnesium from their diet. And this deficiency could be contributing to the very conditions that you're taking prescription drugs to manage. The smart approach is to work with your healthcare provider, get your magnesium levels tested, and start supplementing while monitoring your symptoms. Many people find that as their magnesium levels improve, they can work with their doctors to reduce or eliminate certain medications, but always do this under medical supervision. Now, let me tell you about some of the signs that you might be magnesium deficient, because this is affecting way more people than you think. Common symptoms include muscle cramps or twitches, fatigue, weakness, high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, numbness or tingling, mood changes including anxiety and depression, and of course the issues we've already discussed, insomnia, digestive problems, and chronic muscle tension.
Let's talk about why magnesium deficiency is so widespread in our modern world. There are several reasons for this epidemic. First, our soil is depleted. Modern farming practices have stripped minerals, including magnesium, from the soil, which means even if you're eating vegetables, they contain far less magnesium than they did 50 years ago. Second, our diets are terrible. We eat way too many processed foods that are not only low in magnesium, but actually deplete magnesium from our bodies. Sugar consumption, in particular, causes your body to excrete magnesium through your urine. Third, chronic stress, which affects almost everyone in our fast-paced modern world, depletes magnesium rapidly. When you're stressed, your body uses up magnesium at an accelerated rate. Fourth, certain medications deplete magnesium. Diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, birth control pills, and antibiotics all reduce magnesium levels. So you might actually be taking medications that are causing the very deficiency that's making you need more medications. It's a vicious cycle. Fifth, digestive issues prevent absorption. If you have leaky gut, Crohn's disease, celiac disease, or other digestive disorders, you're probably not absorbing magnesium efficiently, even if you're consuming enough. And finally, age matters. As we get older, our ability to absorb magnesium decreases, and our kidneys tend to excrete more of it. So, how do you actually fix a magnesium deficiency? Let's talk about the best food sources first, because getting minerals from whole foods is always the ideal approach. The best dietary sources of magnesium include dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, nuts and seeds, especially pumpkin seeds, almonds and cashews, legumes like black beans and chickpeas, whole grains, particularly quinoa and brown rice, dark chocolate. Yes, that's right. Dark chocolate is actually loaded with magnesium, avocados, and fatty fish like mackerel and salmon. However, even if you eat a perfect diet, you might still need to supplement because of the factors I mentioned earlier. When it comes to supplements, not all magnesium is equal. This is really important. Magnesium oxide, which is the cheapest and most common form you'll find in drugstores, has very poor absorption. Only about 4% of it actually gets absorbed by your body. The rest just gives you diarrhea. The best forms for supplementation are magnesium glycinate, which is highly absorbable and gentle on the stomach, great for sleep and anxiety. Magnesium threonate, which actually crosses the brain barrier and is excellent for cognitive function and memory. Magnesium citrate, which is well absorbed and can help with constipation. And magnesium malate, which is great for energy and fibromyalgia.
Most people should aim for 300 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium per day, but start low and work your way up to avoid digestive discomfort. Now, I mentioned earlier that there are 4 prescription drugs that magnesium can potentially replace. We've covered 3 so far: sleep medications, anti-anxiety drugs, and acid reflux medications. But before I reveal the most important one, I want to tell you about something that almost no one talks about: the connection between magnesium and chronic inflammation. Inflammation is at the root of almost every chronic disease: heart disease, diabetes, cancer, autoimmune conditions, Alzheimer's, you name it. And guess what? Magnesium is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory agents in existence. Studies have shown that people with low magnesium levels have significantly higher levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein and interleukin-6. By correcting magnesium deficiency, you're not just addressing specific symptoms, you're actually reducing systemic inflammation throughout your entire body. This has profound implications for overall health and longevity. Think about it. Prescription drugs typically address symptoms. They don't fix the underlying problem. Magnesium, on the other hand, addresses a fundamental nutritional deficiency that affects hundreds of biochemical reactions in your body. When you fix that deficiency, you're not just masking symptoms, you're actually giving your body what it needs to heal itself naturally. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The #1 prescription drug that magnesium can replace, and this is the big one: blood pressure medications. This affects millions upon millions of people worldwide. High blood pressure or hypertension is called the silent killer because it often has no symptoms but dramatically increases your risk of heart attack, stroke, kidney failure, and heart disease. Doctors typically prescribe medications like ACE inhibitors, beta blockers, or calcium channel blockers to manage blood pressure. These medications work, but they come with side effects ranging from dizziness and fatigue to sexual dysfunction and increased risk of falls in elderly people. Here's what the research shows about magnesium and blood pressure. It's absolutely remarkable. Magnesium is a natural calcium channel blocker. It prevents excessive calcium from entering your blood vessel walls, allowing them to relax and dilate. When your blood vessels relax, blood pressure naturally decreases. Multiple meta-analyses, these are studies that combine the results of many other studies, have conclusively shown that magnesium supplementation significantly reduces both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. One major review found that taking magnesium supplements reduced systolic blood pressure by an average of 3 to 4 millimeters of mercury and diastolic pressure by 2 to 3 millimeters. That might not sound like much, but at a population level, that reduction could prevent thousands of heart attacks and strokes every year. And for individuals with severe magnesium deficiency, the blood pressure reduction can be even more dramatic. Some people see their blood pressure drop by 10 to 20 points just from correcting their magnesium deficiency. This is huge. But here's what makes this even more important. Magnesium doesn't just lower blood pressure through one mechanism. It works through multiple pathways. It improves the function of your endothelium, which is the inner lining of your blood vessels. It reduces insulin resistance, which is a major contributor to high blood pressure. It regulates the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, which is your body's main blood pressure control mechanism, and it reduces oxidative stress and inflammation in your cardiovascular system. So, unlike prescription blood pressure medications that work through a single mechanism, magnesium provides comprehensive cardiovascular support.
So there you have it, the 4 prescription drugs that magnesium could potentially replace. We covered how magnesium can improve your sleep better than Ambien, reduce anxiety better than Xanax, heal acid reflux better than Prilosec, and most importantly, lower blood pressure as effectively as many prescription medications. This one mineral is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, and most of us aren't getting nearly enough of it. Remember, I'm not telling you to stop your medications without medical supervision, but I am telling you that checking your magnesium levels and supplementing appropriately could be one of the most powerful things you do for your health this year. Now, I have a question for you. Were you deficient in magnesium and didn't even know it? Have you experienced any of the symptoms we talked about? Muscle cramps, poor sleep, anxiety, high blood pressure? Be honest and let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'd love to hear about your experience with magnesium. If you got value from this video, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.